Cultivated for a long time in the West, strawberries are attracting more and more economic interest from young agricultural entrepreneurs in Africa. Since 2019, Fryzen, a Senegalese startup, has set itself the mission of creating and supporting an African network of strawberry producers. In Cameroon, for example, the production of this red fruit in soilless cultivation is growing, as our journalist Maxime Farelbounia found out. Take a look. It's a fruit that is increasingly taking a prominent place in the indulgences of many Cameroonians. Strawberries, a fruit whose production origin is usually not known to many. We conducted a quick survey at a sales location.
I've eaten them before, but I don't know which country they come from. They could be produced in Cameroon or they could be imported. I don't know. I eat them regularly. Really, I would love if the production increases and if more customers come. It's delicious.
But in reality, what he doesn't know is that a significant quantity of the strawberries bought in various sales locations are now locally produced. By its botanical name, Fragaria vesca, it truly grows on Cameroonian soil. This activity is generating real interest among young people like Donasson, who invest their own funds into production. On his agricultural farm, he's developing a particular species among multiple varieties.
I
tested 4 varieties, including Charlotte, Duchesne, Gariguette, and Maestro. And out of these varieties, I only retained Charlotte because of its production performance, resistance to disease, and drought.
The Charlotte, which has a particularly sweet taste, is grown in a system designed by the agricultural engineer in the form of stilts or pyramids. These vertical farming techniques are quite effective.
The aim of this system is to intensify production in a small area. You can see that we've set up a surface area of 2.25 meter squares, but on this 2.25 meter squares, we can grow more than 50 strawberries plants. And if we had stayed on the first base, just that of the soil, we would have had a maximum of 25 plants. Since the fruit is not in direct contact with the ground, we use the edges of the pyramids, as you can see, to place the bunches of fruits. This ensures that the fruit is always clean, of good quality and free from dirt. Because before putting fruit on the market, you don't wash it, because if it comes into contact with water, it will get wet, and when it gets wet, the product will ripen quickly.
A few steps away, Donasson shows us his second production unit. Here he has multiplied the number of piling systems, which seem to be more effective.
This helps so that you can work without bending over, because when you are working like this, you have problems with aches and pains. Your back hurts, so you get tired. Being installed high up means you can optimize your space, because the base is empty and the crops don't need enough sunlight to grow, so you can produce them underneath these tubs.
Harvesting depends on the variety of strawberry plants. Some produce all year round or once a month, others only twice a year. So how do you pluck the fruit from the plant?
This fruit is 75% ripe. All we have to do is to cut the fruit with a straw, because it still contains a water reserve. This water reserve means that the fruit can be preserved until it reaches the customer in good condition.
However, production is unable to meet the high demand, and Donasson does not have the resources to do so. This is one of the biggest obstacles to the expansion of the cultivation of this fruit.
Our current production capacity, given that we are in the rainy season, is 10 kg. It's very small, very insignificant because of the effect of climate. Production is down by almost 90%, given that the demand is high, and even supply is currently unable to meet demand. What we need to do at the moment is to expand our production units to increase our production capacity so that we can meet this growing demand.
The industry generates income, and the sales are generally through orders received, and the main customers are supermarkets, confectioners, and wholesale yogurt and cream manufacturers. These outlets make the business attractive to potential investors.
When you sow this, you can start harvesting after 3 months, and you harvest about twice a week, and it produces abundantly at all times. So if young people start growing this crop, I think they'll make a lot of money.
Strawberry production is a reality in Africa. Several countries such as Kenya, Morocco and Burkina Faso are already producing large quantities. But in Cameroon, this new agricultural activity still requires substantial funding. Farmers are asking for state subsidies or support from financial partners to boost production to meet the high demand nationwide.